My friend, they are coming after Candace Owens harder and stronger and louder and more viciously than ever. And the reason why is that nothing that they are doing is working. Nothing. They are coming after her. Double barrel, both barreled, full tilt boogie. Now, before we get, I don't want to spend too much time into the ominous. I don't like talking about that. I don't like saying that, your life is in danger. I'm not saying that. But I will say this. Anybody today knows that everything is on the table. Nothing is beyond impossible, especially when nobody seems to care about anything. Do you hear anyone saying the first thing about getting to the bottom of what really happened to Charlie Kirk? Yes, Candace Owens. That's it. That's it. Let me say that again for the peanut gallery. That's it. Not Erica, not TPUSA, no one. Not Kash Patel, not the DOJ, no one. Okay? So you have this lone voice who is getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and these people are freaking out. And they're going to come after her even more so and they're going to get more sloppy, and that's good in a way. That's good because they're not calculating in the least. They've got a lot of people that they're paying a lot of money, influencers, to come after her, and they're saying, we want our money back. What are you doing for us? You can't go on and post, she's crazy, she's insane, she's a lunatic, she's out of her mind. That's not what we had in mind. And now, of course, I always say, I wouldn't be surprised if people are being paid. But they want Candace Owens more because everything they're trying to do is not working. And that is the part that nobody really wants to say out loud. The attacks are louder, more personal, more vile, more vicious, more mean, to call it ad hominem is kind of, it's a bit understated, and more frantic and frenetic and crazy because the usual weapons have failed. She has not been deplatformed. She's bigger than ever. She's enormous. I'm going to say something to you. You listen to what I'm saying. And I want you to think about it. We'll talk about this again. But think about what I'm saying, okay? Candace Owens for president. Go ahead. Laugh. If you think after Trump, we need somebody, we got to have political experience. No, political experience is the worst thing that's possible. You talk about you would think that Democrats would go crazy. Oh, my God. DEI without the DEI. Black, female, brilliant, and actually black, actually female, and actually brilliant, and not pushed into it. Not equity, but actual excellence. And this scares them. They're saying, no, we don't want that. We want DEI. We want incompetence. We want incompetent black, incompetent women, incompetent, check marks. That's what we want. But say, no, but she's what you want. That's not what we want. She's perfect. Think about this. Oh, my God. She's got everything. And where are the Democrats? Come on. This is perfect. Candace, I was thinking, you might want to go, the sexuality thing might help. Hear me out. I'm thinking about something, okay? Cryptosexual. What does that mean? I don't know. That's the point, right? Cryptozoology, cryptocurrency. I don't know. So that's another check mark. You'll be the first cryptosexual candidate. And when they ask, what's cryptosexual? I don't know. That's why it's crypto. Think it later. She has not been shamed into silence. She has not been isolated. She has not been shelved. She keeps gaining ground on a vector, on a trajectory nobody's seen before. And when power realizes it is losing control of the narrative, it doesn't calm down. It panics and it freaks out. And this is the phase where people get reckless and sloppy and cruel because benefactors want results and they want their money's worth. Spending a lot of money on you. And what are you doing? You're just insulting her. Now do your job or we're going to pull the plug. You think I'm kidding? That's the only model that explains this lunacy that's being thrown at her. That's it? Candace Owens worries them. No, strike that. Freaks them out. They're panicking. They're frenetic. They're timorous. They're going nuts. Because she is not playing defense. She's advancing every single day. And she has new topics and new vectors and new levels of attack. They're just calling her names, and she's going, which I'll explain in a moment, all these different levels that they can't keep track of, or can't advance, or can't rebut, or can't provide the proper riposte. Now, what makes it worse for her opponents is that they can't refute what she is actually saying. Let me say that again. Nobody is refuting it. Oh, that's crazy. What you talking about that Egyptian flats for? That's crazy. You're crazy. And what, Chuka? You're crazy. Why is she crazy? Because she just is. Come on, man. Mitch Snow, that's crazy. Why is he crazy? Because he is. That's all I got. That's all they've got. And by the way, what follows right now is not a conspiracy theory. It is a catalog of subject matter. I've been cataloging this very, very carefully. I call it 13 major lines of inquiry that Candace Owens has raised at different times, in different formats, across different platforms. And these are the points that provoke rage rather than rebuttal. This is the totality of what is being thrown at her, or more accurately, what she is presenting while others are failing and flailing. Number one, this is her level of attack. Charlie as a figure, not a slogan. Candace insists on separating the real Charlie, the real actual Charlie, from the branded icon, from the titular. Okay, she questions how he functions inside a political and fundraising sphere and ecosystem, and she treats him as a human being and as a friend, a dear friend, with relationships and pressures, not a sacred logo. And that alone breaks a taboo. Anybody else doing it? No. Is the Rula Lenska melodramatic actress? No. Is Erica doing it? No. She's just doing the this with the that and this and Charlie. I mean, it's a funereal, lugubrious, saccharine, anodyne, harmless, contrived, performative, kabuki-like, LARP, live action role playing. Call it what you want. She's the only one talking about the real Charlie. Look, I've got text messages. This is Charlie. This is what he said. I've learned more about Charlie from Candace than I did from his wife. Think about that. Number two, Charlie and Erica as a unit. Candace asks how the marriage functioned publicly versus privately. Only insofar, not that it's important, but only insofar as it is relevant, because Erica has now taken on the position of a figurehead of TPUSA, CEO. Candace examines how quickly a private relationship became a public symbol, and how Erica is playing that. These are normal questions in any high-profile case. They are treated as blasphemy whenever Candace brings it up, because, of course, Candace is onto something. Candace is over the target. And you know deep down inside, Erica just hates her. So who would you shut this Candace up? I'm the wife. I'm the one. Let's talk about it. How about lately, by the way, a little parenthetically, how about these EMP, CIA, industrial films she's doing? She's like the Vanna White of the globalist sect. Oh, my God. She's going to be doing openings. She's going to open for the World Economic Forum and Klaus Schwab. They're going to take it on the road. All right, number three, the assassination itself. Candace asks what actually happened, and nobody else says. Timelines, location, access, opportunity, ballistics, evidence, blood splatter, blood pooling, blood evidence, blood presence. She asks why certain facts are murky. She doesn't declare conclusions. She demands clarity, and she's the only one talking about it. You hear what I'm saying? She's the only one talking about it. Charlie's wife says nothing about it. It's the weirdest thing. These people, the Kennedys never talk about the Kennedy assassination. The Windsors never talk about Princess Di. That's all I'd be talking about. And to their credit, the King family with Dexter King talked more about the assassination of their father and the non-involvement of James Earl Ray than anybody else. Number four, ballistics, studies, physical evidence, and all of that great stuff, which I love. It's the prosecutor in me, my friends. Give me the evidence. You can talk all you want about motive and opportunity. Give me lab results, give me ballistics, give me stippling, give me all of the stuff that I can point to that deals with, I hate to say it, but the metrics of homicide. She asks about weapon type and wound mechanics and trajectory and forensic transparency and granite bones that don't dent. It's like the magic bullet. That's all over again. It's Dealey Plaza. It's JFK. He should have been decapitated with a 30-06. These aren't fringe questions. These are foundational. These are critical right now, critical and foundational in a criminal investigation. And their refusal to engage here is telling. Do you hear what we're talking about now? This is why they're freaking out. And what are they saying? Pick your favorite. What's Ben Shapiro saying? She's crazy. She's anti-Semitic. That's it? Play a new song. Get a new tune. Erica's immediate response? This is number 5. Candace examines speed, tone, legitimacy, posture. In law, we call it a jury appeal. How does a witness appeal to the jury? How do they appear to women? You know and I know. And it comes to Erica. Ask women. I'm sorry, I don't want to be sexist. I'm anything but they have a far keener insight into BS than a lot of men do, okay? How fast the messaging solidified. How quickly fundraising appeared. How quickly she appeared while asking for space. How many times on this grief tour did she just appear asking the same thing with the same formulaic kabuki-like almost performative role play? I'm sorry to say this, it was the same thing every single time. How swiftly inquiry and asking questions was shut down. Candace asked whether that response was organic or managed. Anybody else doing that? No. Number 6, Erica as a protected public figure. Candace has been asking questions about how someone transitions almost overnight from private individual to untouchable symbol. Okay? She notes very simply, she notes specifically how scrutiny becomes forbidden, how power hates when this is pointed out. She hates this. And she so perfectly brings it out. Number 7, Erica and TPUSA. Ooh, now it gets interesting. She examines institutional behavior, silence, legal insulation, narrative enforcement. It's kind of like this TPUSA. It's looking real Ponzi-like, real Madoff-ish. Isn't it weird? Who speaks and who is told not to? This is organizational analysis, not personal. Remember when Ben Shapiro, that vulture flying over, looking to see what bones can I pick? I'm going to pick over the carrion. What's left? Let me move in. Let's move in. Ben Shapiro? They're so ghoulish and they're so rapacious, they don't even care how it looks. Ben Shapiro? Talking Point USA, a primarily, Christian organization? Number 8, fraud, incompetence, and, dare I say again, Ponzi-like dynamics. Candace raises questions about donor emotion, crisis monetization. She names names, and whether grief is being leveraged as an asset. And this is where the temperature spikes because money's involved. She comes out every day with new names, new people, new individuals. Who are they? Meet this one. The different variations of TPUSA, and there are other people who are moving in vectors as well, who represent a variety of disciplines, who are throwing names and forensic accounting and deep diving, almost like a forensic or a post-mortem review of TPUSA now. And they felt for the longest time so blessed, so insulated, so sheltered from this. Like they were Kevlar, encased, where they didn't have to worry about this because we're TPUSA. Everybody loves us. Oh, not anymore. Number 9, foreign policing narratives. Oh boy. Candace Owens absolutely, positively, unabashedly, unashamedly, unequivocally notes how international angles, Anglo-Saxon, angles appear briefly and then vanish. evanescent. Okay? Why certain frames are floated and then abandoned. Who benefits? Cui bono, qui prodest. Who benefits from confusion rather than resolution? Number 10. Oh, yeah. Drum roll, please, maestro. Middle East framing. Oh, my God. The third rail. Dear God. Jesus Christ. Don't even bring this up. You can't go there. Don't go there. That's when you know something is up. People are saying, why can't she talk about the Middle East? Why? Don't you understand? She's an anti-Semite. Why? She hates Jewish people? No! It's about Israel. Well, what does that have to do with anything? It doesn't matter. That's the narrative. Very few narratives can use, well, racism. You know, that's been so worn out. We've habituated to that. Transphobia, Islamofascism, it doesn't make any sense. That's Islamophobia, misogyny. They've tried fat shaming, but the one that gets you is anything involving the Middle East, because Candace observes how global conflict language is injected to redirect attention. She questions why, again, unabashedly, unashamedly, unapologetically, why unrelated geopolitical narratives suddenly become relevant. This is media literacy, not extremism. Number 11. Oh my God, can you even say this? She dares to say this? Oh dear God. Some people say it after the fact, but not with her perfervid resolve. And by the way, what I'm telling you right now is a fact. She is saying this. She's brought up Israel and AIPAC and American foreign policy orthodoxy. She's brought this up. And that is the third rail. That is kryptonite. That is it. And she brings it up not with slogans, but with questions about influence, about limits, about why some topics are treated as immune, verboten from debate. This alone guarantees ferocity, especially now as the Middle East and parts of the world are on fire, with people questioning, what about America first? But Ukraine, and then Iran, and you want to what? You want to attack Greenland? Where the hell is Greenland? I mean, do you see? We don't need Candace now. Bring this shit up. Not now. Let us do our thing. We come up with this narrative. We come up with this thing about how this is important, this is critical, and this is PNAC, neoconservative. This is Straussian. Oh my God, it's Irving Kristol 101. And then she comes along with this, right when we're building up this narrative. You got Mike Pompeo said, we're going to come in, we're going to do this, and then here comes Candace with her gajillions of people following her. I don't want to say she's messianic, but she's, my God, the people who love her. And she's coming in and asking questions that thwarts, that derails, that reconnects, that creates a new, dare I say, an expatiation vector, a new level. Say, wait a minute, what about this now? It was so clear, so perfect, so crystal clear. The narrative was perfect. And then here comes Candace with this other kind of stuff. They don't need her. Shut up. That's what this is about. And number 12, the media players. Oh, my God. Candace watches who speaks and who freezes. Tucker, Megan, Ben, Nick Fuentes, throw him in there. Nick Fuentes has a tremendous future, but he's got to change the routine. Can't do that, man. Can't do that. No. You make one step forward and 12 step back with this other nonsense you're saying. Cool it, tone it down, but that's other people to figure out. That's his thing. But she's dealing with all these people, and all these other people are coming in. Who are these people? Everybody's weighing in, trying to bite in a piece, trying to get a piece of it, and they think only these folks. This is how stupid they are. There is a wave. There is a monumental. There is a tsunami of support in support of Candace Owens. What she's saying. So what do these people do? They attack her. Go figure that one out. During Beatlemania, did you have people think they could make a big career talking about how the Beatles sucked? They don't even know how. They don't even know the song of the bandwagon. She doesn't accuse, she observes patterns of silence and hedging and access and preservation. And all these other people are just, they don't know what to see because they really don't understand how this thing works. Each of these people are very, very important, very, very critical. And I don't want to go through, listen, everybody's great. God bless them. God bless these folks. But there's a lot of people, a lot of us out there who would just say, wait a minute. And what I'm telling you right now is I'm telling you that this is one of the most exciting stories ever. But let me give you the finale. Drum roll, please, maestro. Number 13, the half-assed wannabes. Ah, yes. She identifies the influencers of those who sense danger, mouth loyalty, and disappear when courage is required. When the going gets tough, they get the hell out of Dodge. No hits, no runs, no errors. This is devastating because it is accurate and everybody knows it. And she calls it for what it is. And every day, it's another story. New names, new topics, new vectors, new excitement. This rolls off. It's beautiful. I'm gonna say it's fluid. It's unctuous. It's soothing. It's like an emollient. Here's the latest thing. It's never mean, never angry. It's. I don't want to say it's lighthearted. It's not lighthearted, but it's easy to listen to. Now, here's the critical point, my dear friend. Not one of these 13 areas has been decisively refuted. Not one has been dismantled to any degree with evidence whatsoever. Instead, the response is always the same. She's crazy. She's crazy. She's reckless. She's an anti-Semite. I'm surprised racism doesn't come in. Maybe, or reverse racism. She's a self-loathing black woman. Or I don't know what's in the level of permutations of ad hominems. I don't know what's out there. What? She's dangerous. Oh, that she is. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll agree with that. She's very dangerous. That's the point. She's unstable. That's not an argument. That's desperation. And people know it. But they keep doing it. And these idiots are still being paid. They don't even understand the argument well enough to come up with some type of a rebuttal, a refutation, some type of a traverse, something. They don't even understand critical thinking. And when institutions are strong, they debate. But when they're weak, they smear. And Candace Owens right now still is experiencing the smear phase because debate has failed, and she loves it. She loves it. She has never been more powerful. There is nobody today. Listen to what I'm saying. Nobody. Remember, I love a lot of people right there. I don't have these. I don't hate anybody. There is no hate. No hate. No. I don't hate anybody. And I will tell you, there are people out there who are terrific. Alex Jones, I will still say whatever you say. And he said some mighty nasty things to old CO, but still, I don't know what that's about. But he has still been. He was here first. And he is the paterfamilias, he is the OG, he's the man. And while I may disagree with him on that, I'm telling you right now, his place retains a certain stature that is well-deserved. As is others. As is Megyn Kelly and other people as well. They've earned this. Damn it, you can't rebut, you can't refute their success. You can't. Don't do it. It's because you don't like them. Ben Shapiro, you say whatever you want about Ben, but Ben's been around, see? And don't misunderestimate him, I think, as George Bush said. That being said, her opponents can't keep up with her because she is not improvising. She is systematic. She is deliberate. And she is patient. And she is prepared. And she is not afraid of forbidden subjects, I guess you would call them. And this is why the pressure is increasing. And this is why I'm not saying I'm worried. Listen, in this business, forget the worry. This is why you got to be determined. There are people whose livelihoods depend on her being neutralized. There is a financial incentive for it to be done. And there are benefactors who expect obedience and results. And there are networks that promised containment and failed to deliver it. And when that happens, the heat gets turned up on the foot soldiers. Say more, attack harder, make it personal, make it ugly. That's all it is. And that, my dear friend, that is exactly what is happening right now. That is what's happening right now. But here is the paradox. Every personal attack, every ad hominem, confirms her strength. Every attack proves the absence of counter-argument. Every hysterical response, and by the way, this hackneyed, reflexive, these manufactured comebacks and ripostes and parries and caroms and rebotes, it's the same stuff. It's in their quiver. It's the same thing. It's like a kata. It's like some bad, martial arts YouTube thing. Here's, it doesn't work all the time. Every lunatic response widens her audience because normal people, like me, recognize unfairness when we see it. And we see it. Candace Owens is not winning, ladies and gentlemen, because she is loud. She's not loud. She's winning because she is precise. She's good. She's smart. She's brilliant. She's poignant. She's breviloquent. She's eloquent. She's rapier, laser-like. She's not throwing spaghetti at the wall. She's not Steve Sticks. She's laying out lines of inquiry that any serious investigator would recognize. She does not demand belief. She demands answers. And she also demands the ability to say what she wants. And if you don't like her, turn her off. And that is why they fear her. That is why they are terrified of her. This is the moment when systems get dangerous, when exposure feels imminent, when silence no longer holds, when suppression becomes visible. History, dear friend, shows that this is the phase when mistakes are made, when overreach happens, when the mask slips, as they say. Candace Owens understands this better than anybody, and that is why she remains calm and number one, while others spiral out of control. She knows that panic belongs to the losing side. She knows this, and they know she knows this. And they're coming after her, my friend. Full tilt boogie, double barrel, loaded for bear. Oh yeah, walking tall, Buford Pusser time. They are losing also. And that is when power gets desperate. And that's why this kabuki dance, this drama is so fascinating. Yes, it's about news stories and the like, but it's about something else. It's about this person who came out of nowhere. And right now I'm telling you, in our particular world, in the conspiratorium, in our world, of those people who are in the world of commentary and the like, Joe Rogan is still a monster, but Joe Rogan has such a full-ranging array of subject matter from martial arts to UFC to MMA to pyramids, that his focus is he's a polymath, and that's wonderful. In terms of power, the most powerful person right now is Candace Owens. Because what she's done is, and this is the most important thing, she has redefined. MAGA is dead. When I say that, MAGA is dead. Even within, you can hear this. President Trump may be MAGA, but his followers, they're all over the place. They don't know what they want to do. They should be paying attention to the midterms. There's going to be something new. It's not going to be MAGA. It's not going to be HaHa or MAHA or any of that other kind of stuff. It's going to be something different. It's going to be, a rational, positive thought, a critical thinking party. If there is a party, if it's a direction, a school of thought, I don't know what you call it, but it's happening. And there's a lot of people that Candace Owens is bringing to the dance who never would have had anything to do with politics or any of these people until now. And once you lure them in with this, then you got them. Years ago, there were people, Garth Brooks came along, and Garth Brooks turned people on to country music. Garth Brooks may not have been the best country music singer, but he was damn good, though, but he changed it. Andrea Bocelli, who basically is a half-ass opera singer, but was good enough and interesting enough to bring people to the world of opera through him. Kenny G, you can laugh all you want, brought people to jazz, especially from the days of the Yellow Jackets and Fatburger and Chicory and Jocko and Weather Report and all of those people. Sometimes it takes somebody to come forward and say, hey, wait a minute, this is interesting. And it brings people in. Ken Burns gave us a Civil War. Oliver Stone gave us a JFK assassination. The JFK assassination theory today, as we know it, is because of Oliver Stone, even though many people had been working on it. So sometimes it takes somebody in the news and entertainment business to awaken the sleeping giant, to light that spark and bring people in. And that is precisely what Candace Owens has done. And that's why I support her, and that's why I am fascinated by this. and her. And I want to thank you, and I'm surprised, and I'm fascinated by you and your thoughts. You've been very kind to me. I'll say this again in case you just tuned in. There were times when I never read comments. Never. I never blocked anybody, but I just couldn't. They're like crazy talk. Not anymore. It's like we're all on the same page. We're all in this together, brother. As the great Cam Fong-ish Chin Ho said on Hawaii 5-0. And I want to thank you for that. And by the way, you've also been terrific to my beloved wife, who is fighting so desperately, indefatigably, in this quotidian effort to stop child predation and to make the world safe for kids, to stop human trafficking. And you've subscribed, and I thank you to go to Lynn's Warriors on YouTube. Lynn's Warriors. There's so much to be said there. So, I want to thank you for this. I want to tell you that please like this video. Liking is so critical, number one. Number two, it allows people to understand kind of how we feel. There's one thing you'll find about me. Those who don't like me, it's okay. But if you're on the fence, I'm rational. I think linearly, not in a superior sense, but I believe in critical thinking. IRAC, the IRAC rule, law school, blue book, IRAC, the acronym, issue, rule, analysis, conclusion. What's the issue? What's the rule? Let's analyze it too and conclude. Think about this. Very logical. Not emotive, not screaming and yelling, not who looks like what. No. It's precise. And you know it too, and you like that. You like that because there's something soothing. It's an emollient. It's called, it's kind of like, it's not anodyne, but it's a palliative. It's wonderful. It's a succulent. It's called truth. And anyway, thank you. Please go to the comment section. I've got some questions for you. I will repost my 13 points. But in the meantime, my friends, I thank you so very much, and I thank you right now. And I ask you, as always, to, if you could and you would, brighten my northern sky is a great Nick Drake tone, but please comment as you see fit.